Hi again, it's Miss B. I just wanted to give you a little bit of background of your transition from seminar into research, so it'll be pretty brief. The big idea is that you are doing inquiry that has not been done before. So your academic paper will include an introduction that provides the basic background of your topic. And really that's kind of what I'm asking you to get started on over the summer. You're then going to identify a method, process, or approach. Your method could be a survey. Your method could be evaluating the available data, such as in that DUI example I talked about earlier. And then what are your results or your findings? You're then going to discuss and evaluate how your findings contribute to the larger topic. And then with your conclusion, you're going to talk about how other people could pick up your research and continue working with it. So if you can remember to elementary school when you did the science project or science fair, you did your own analysis and evaluation, you reported on your findings, and you had to make sure that it could be duplicated, done again, right? So the same thing applies for this. And then the final thing that is listed is your bibliography or your reference list. That's also something I'm asking you to try to get started on over the summer. So this next slide discusses the differences between seminar and research. You can see in seminar how you really just kind of developed a brief argument based upon the content and knowledge already known. Whereas this is focusing more on what we don't know and how are you going to find that information, okay? So you didn't talk about future directions in your seminar paper, but you will in this one. And the bibliography or your reference list will be formatted in the way that is common for your particular field. For many people, this will be APA because we will likely be talking about some social science issues, things political and social, things like gender and race and politics. Those are all social sciences. Okay, you can certainly choose something scientific if that's of your interest, artistic even, and then that will be in MLA format. But the format of your paper is going to be decided by you, which is determined by the types of writing that the other experts in the field do. And we'll talk a lot about that throughout the year. So we're really going to focus on finding that gap. And again, that gap is what you're going to answer through your method process. The gap could be an age group where nobody has studied before. It could be a region such as Pinellas County where no one has studied before. So over the summer, I'm just asking you to think about your potential topics and get that preliminary information, the background information. So again, identifying that gap, that big thing, we're moving from research with a little r to research with a big R. The big R research means that you're bringing something to the conversation. Okay, it's something that is not already known. And then you're going to analyze that information, gather it, and code it all on your own. Again, some additional differences is that with the seminar paper, you just made a conclusion. Whereas with the research paper, you're going to come to a new understanding, a new piece of information, and talk about how it's important in the larger field. This is all just to give you a brief overview of what you can anticipate throughout the year. You will be investigating and collecting data on this topic all year long. And ultimately crafting and revising and adding to what will become a 4,000 word paper. The paper is then followed up with a 15-minute presentation where you justify what you did and how you did it. Okay, so hopefully this gives you a little bit of an understanding of what to expect and how you're going to go through these processes. Remember, you don't have to read thousands of sources. You're going to have a few foundational texts. Foundational texts are the experts within your field. So, for example, if you were doing something related to psychology, you would need to reference Freud and his theories of development and sexuality. Like Freud is the foundation of all modern psychology. He would be considered a foundational text. If you're dealing with something with politics, you would certainly at some point have to address our current and previous president. Things about them could possibly be your foundational text. In addition to those few foundational texts, you'll then likely have 15 or 20 scholarly and peer-reviewed sources, as well as maybe some websites and videos. But not all of your sources are you going to use a huge amount of information from. But it is necessary to have a good variety of sources to show that you have a variety of input, that it's not just a single perspective. And so as you're starting this adventure over the summer, think about that you're getting the different perspectives. It's not just one person's opinion and a different variety of sources. So hopefully this helps gives you a little additional information about bridging that gap and how we can get started. As always, if you need anything, please shoot me an email. Even over the summer, I will periodically check it, not every day because I too am on vacation, but verdensky@PCSB. And again, I'm super excited. Hope you are too. It can really be a lot of fun and we all get to learn a lot of new stuff. So have a great summer and I'll see you all soon.